Welcome into 12th Man Studios for another episode of Higgins Hindsight. I'm Fallon Appleton, joined alongside Coach J.T. Higgins and golfer Walker Lee. Coach, last time you were here, you said Maridoe was going to be a test of a golf course. Was it as advertised?
It was every bit as tough as we heard it was going to be. It's a great golf course. It's designed to host major championships. It forces you to play golf the right way. If you're too aggressive, if you like to take chances and force things, then you're going to pay a heavy price for it if you come up short. And we found that out. It's really penalizing rough, narrow fairways, tough to hit off the tee, and the greens were pretty severe. It was every part of the game was tested. This was your first time playing at this tournament. It was the inaugural year for it. Are you thinking about going back to it next year? Yeah, I think so. We always have a lot of options, but they really did a great job with this. That first-class facility, they treated just great, and then the golf course is really a great test. So we like all that. If they can put together a great field and want us back, I think we'd definitely consider it for sure. Walker, you shot 4 over to get the second win of your collegiate career. That has to be an excellent confidence booster for you going into the rest of the season.
Yeah, it's awesome. It was one of my goals was to win a tournament in the fall, and to get it done is a real confidence booster, especially going to the last tournament of the fall and then taking that over into the spring. I heard your short game played a big role in that. Yeah, like he said, it was just a really tough course, and the wind was blowing, so kind of scrambling was key, and that's kind of my strength and kept me in it.
How'd your preparation play a role in your victory?
We qualify at tough courses, and so just getting ready on tough courses and not necessarily going really low and getting ready to shoot around par in tournaments to win kind of helps us out, I think.
So this is the second time y'all have had a rain delay in a row. You had one last week at Shoal Creek. How was this one different than Shoal Creek?
This one was different because I've never had one like it before. We had 1 hole to play. So we played 53 holes of golf. There was lightning in the area, so I realized safety, but really the skies were pretty clear, and we could have finished. If they didn't make us quit, we probably would have played. But so we went in and we just had 1 hole. Walker was tied for the lead, and he was just off the fairway on 18, and the person he was tied with at SMU was on the tee on 18. And we went in for 3 hours.
Wow.
It just started downpouring, and the sky lit up, probably about a half hour after they called us off. So we probably could have finished and been okay, but they erred on the side of safety. And so we just sat around waiting till about 6 o'clock till we finished it up.
Wow. So Walker, golf, momentum is key. How did you keep your momentum up after coming off of a 3-hour rain delay?
Well, I'd been playing good all day, and then the last hole was pretty tough, and after it rained, the wind kind of switched. It had been playing downhill or downwind all day, and I had already hit my tee shot, which was, I think, the tough part of that hole, and I knew I had the advantage, so I knew I had to make par, and I had a good chance, and I just hit a shot on the green, 2-putted, and kind of let him fall back.
Going into Georgia next week, you had some difficulties finishing up. The rest of the team had some difficulties finishing up at the end of the Maridoe tournament.
Oh, you noticed that?
I might have heard, yes. How are you going to take that into Georgia and the rest of the season?
It's always a difficult thing, right? When it's obviously partly mental. And so when you bring things like that and you bring more attention to it, and you don't want them to worry about it, but at the same time, if we don't address it, I don't think it's going to get fixed. So, we're big on finishing. We're historically a really strong finishing team. We move up the leaderboard at the end. We lost by 14 shots, and for the 3 rounds, we were 14 over on our last 3 holes. And so, that's a little tough to swallow that we didn't play that one. And Walker played great and won the tournament. He was 1 under on the week on his finishing hole, so the other guys really struggled. But we're just going to address it and make sure that we pay a little more attention to it, and hopefully maybe take some pressure off them on those last 3 holes and make them look forward to it rather than kind of dreading it or being worried about it. But it's definitely a problem right now. We've done it really all 3 tournaments. We haven't finished very well. The second round at Shoal Creek, we finished great, and that round just kind of set us apart. Took care of the other 2 where we had such a big cushion we didn't have to worry about it too bad. But we definitely want to be one of the better finishing teams in the country, and especially better than we are right now.
So Georgia's going to be your last tournament of this fall tour season. How are you going to use your takeaways from these other tournaments and move forward with this tournament and going into the spring?
Well, Georgia is probably the best field we'll face. You know, every team there is probably top 25 in the nation, and we know the course really well, and we're comfortable there, and we've played well. We've had some success there in the past, so we look forward to it. It's a great event, great golf course. But you know, like you said, all we're doing is trying to build on what we've done so far. We got someone that won a golf tournament. We've got several guys that finished in the top 5 already this year. Like to just put it all together, have everybody play well at the same time, and see what we can do. But it's a good golf course for us, and really in the past it's been one of the tighter golf courses we've played. What we've played so far this fall, it'll feel like it's kind of wide open with bigger fairways than what we've seen, and hopefully do a little bit better job of getting the ball and play off the tee and be able to attack it.
Great. Well, I wish all the best of luck at Georgia.